Hey, what is up, guys? This is your boy Marcos, and I want to give a special shout out to all of my subscribers and new viewers in the channel. I appreciate everything that you do. With that being said, now that we've had God of War Ragnarok officially in our hands, we are very excited about what comes next for the series. However, we also saw a couple of things the game missed the mark on and would hope Santa Monica can fix them in the near future. Here are my top 10 things God of War needs to change in the upcoming games. Number 1 is weapon variety. God of War is a game designed for combat. Every single installment has done a good job expanding on it a bit more than the last. But in older games we used to gain access to weapons of our defeated foes. It made the game feel more exciting as we had new ways to finish off our enemies, and also added more replay value to the game as we could use those weapons in the beginning of a new game plus for a different experience. Number 2, enemy types. I think God of War Ragnarok really improved way more in this aspect than 2018, but still felt lacking of interesting creatures, and they copy and pasted a lot of enemies from the previous games. Overall, I was happy, but a lot of people weren't, so I am speaking on their behalf. Number 3, epic boss fights. In my previous video, which I showcased the epic fight with Thor, which I loved very much and is my favorite boss battle in the game. Sure, we had the berserkers, the queens, and some in-between dragons, but it didn't feel as epic as some of the bosses from the old games, like Kronos, Hades, Ares, the Sisters of Fate, Hercules, Minotaurs, and plenty more that I'm not going to mention for your time's sake. Santa Monica is incredible at delivering us these epic fights, and we know their true potential. So let's hope that they can add more of these amazing moments and interesting puzzle elements to the game. 4, more actual gameplay. A lot of people, and to some extent myself, found Ragnarok to be a bit slow, and some players even called it a walking simulator. I don't agree, but I can also see their point and why they think this way. One perfect example is the Angrboda chapter, which is self-explanatory. I already covered this in my previous video of Angrboda, but I think I can speak for 90% of the players. It was boring, unnecessary, ruined the replay value of Ragnarok, and the mission is also not skippable. So it makes the game, it ruins the pacing of the game, in my opinion. Number 5, Atreus solo game. Now, I know you will hate me for saying this, but it makes perfect sense to expand the lore and possibilities of God of War Ragnarok, especially for a newer audience. Not only that, but it makes more frequent God of War games happen, which I think we can all be happy about that. The same thing applies to Kratos for solo games. Now that his son is away with Angrboda, researching and finding out more about himself and Loki, Kratos can also take some time to focus on his own goals and ambitions and take on new challenges. Which brings me to number 6, new pantheons. Now that Kratos is not busy and his son is away on his own adventures, we can do something really interesting and special with Kratos, like him going back to Greece to check on his people and possibly get rid of the evil gods that took the place of the previous ones. What a great plot twist, don't you think? Number 7, expand on Sindric. He is definitely not my favorite character and a bit annoying, but after the death of his brother Brock, he doesn't seem to care much about Atreus or Kratos, and he can turn that anger against them, especially Atreus. He could plot something against Atreus with other gods, especially being the great blacksmith he is. I'm sure he can conjure and create an epic weapon against our beloved heroes. That will be super interesting. Number 8, Athena's own motives. Athena for me is the most interesting character in the series. One, because of how much help she gives Kratos in the destruction of Olympus, But then we also find out that she has her own little intentions and plans for humanity. And it turns out that she's not as innocent as she seems, but I will be doing a video on that later. Number 9. That leads us to the higher plane of existence. This is a place where Athena and the worthy gods reside in. And I'm assuming that's where the All-Father wanted to find all of the answers to the universe and reality. Things such as the purpose of the gods and what their mission is. How many interesting gods could we find here? And even evil ones such as Athena and maybe some good ones like Thor. It will be amazing to see a clash of the gods, like an epic war between the gods for total control of reality and humanity. How cool would that be? Number 10. I think a lot of people want this to happen. I definitely want this to happen. Kratos and Freya falling in love. We want our main protagonist to be happy, and he has been through so much. Who better to be with Kratos than our beloved Freya, the goddess of the Valkyries? Such a formidable warrior and a great woman could bear the most beautiful and powerful offsprings to our beloved Kratos. Besides, he's already given her compliments, and she saved Atreus when he was dying, which makes a perfect match. Now, with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Did you agree or not? If you like this video, please subscribe, comment, and make sure to hit the like. It makes me know you guys enjoyed it, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Please, thank you guys. Enjoy Christmas with the family, and till the next one.